What's going on, everybody? Spaceballs here. Welcome back to another Cookie Run Kingdom video. Alright everyone, today we're going to talk about decorations because on my Twitch, my Discord, all over the place, everybody's asking me what decorations should I focus on first. So I wanted to get into it here today and go over the best decorations. Not the best decorations because at the end of the day, all of the decorations are good and they all give you extra stats. Well, not all of them, but most of them give you extra stats. I don't want to say all of them because some of them don't give you stats. Like some of them cost gems, but they don't give you stats. But the ones that do give you stats, and the ones that give you like soul stones and XP jellies and all that good stuff, I want to go over them here today and kind of list them on the most important ones or the ones you should be focusing on first. So let's pull them up here. Now, the first one I want to talk about is the clock tower. And as far as the clock tower goes, it should definitely be your first decoration that you focus on. So if you've been playing Cookie Run Kingdom from the beginning, or even a couple weeks, even a week in, you will know by now that production is the main vein of this game. That's basically what you're doing all the time. You're always making stuff. This landmark, probably in my opinion, is the most important one when you start playing Cookie Run Kingdom. Because everything you build, everything you add to your kingdom is going to add more production to your kingdom. So at the end of the day, the times get higher and higher. So let's take sugar, for example. If you're making sugar and as you upgrade your sugar building, the time gets longer and longer. So the first one I believe is 1.5 minutes and you get 3 sugars. And then the next one I believe is somewhere around 9 to 12 minutes. I'm not exactly sure, so don't hold me to it. And the production time goes up as you upgrade the building. The higher cookie castle you get, the more buildings you will have down and the higher production times you will have. And that's what makes this clock tower so important. Honestly, you can get this down in like your first or second day of playing. I am now level 3 and it's costing me 3 of these podiums. So I think the first level was actually way cheaper than this. So just getting it down is not hard at all. Upgrading it is another story. Obviously, you're going to upgrade it at your leisure as you can, as you come across these resources. I recommend getting it as high as you can before upgrading your actual cookie castle like I'm doing. Because right now I can actually do my cookie castle, but I choose not to because I want to max out all my buildings first. This way I'm building evenly, because if you start like taking this cookie castle up to 10 and then all your buildings are still level 5, level 6, you're going to run into a little bit of a problem because you're kind of going to be behind. But let's get back into the decorations here. So here's the stamina jelly one here. And now I know some of these cost gems, but just keep in mind this game gives you so many gems when you start playing. There are so many events. You are literally collecting gems on a constant basis. So instead of just going in there and spending all of your gems on summons, you guys should definitely take a look at these decorations and get these 3 main ones that cost gems. Now, some of them do cost gold, and the ones that cost gold, they actually cost resources as well. So they cost gold, but they also cost those pillars, those little circle things. The same thing that your cookie castle costs. So you do want to be aware of which ones you're buying early on, just in case you need those to, like, you know, clear up your land or actually build a different building. So you do want to be careful on what resources you're spending on these decorations. But spending 3,000 gems on this stamina tower is definitely worth it. I know I haven't done it yet, but I'm going to do it really soon. I honestly didn't really take much notice of these decorations early on, and that was a big mistake on my part. And I love showcasing my epic fails so you guys can learn from them. So I think the stamina tower should be your next focus after your clock tower. So then if you click it here, it only costs gems, and I'm sure as you upgrade it, it's going to start costing actual resources. But just getting these down on the map is the easy part. Upgrading them is going to be the harder part. But at least if you put them down, you are getting some type of, you know, resource or reduced time from them. Now, the coin battle one is also pretty important. This is the reason I haven't put this down yet, because you need 20 of these. I'm not sure what they're called. They look like compasses. We'll call them compasses for video purposes. So you need 20 of these compasses to put down this building. Now, the gold isn't the problem, but getting 20 of these is a huge problem, especially early on. Now, if you do spend money, they do have packs for it. So this is important, but it's not easy to put down. And if you can get it, great. If not, don't worry about it. Yes, it is good to have the extra gold, but this is super expensive in my eyes. So yes, it is a good decoration to buy, but I don't see a lot of us putting this down right away. It seems like more of a later game thing, and the problem with that is later on, you probably don't need as much gold as you do early on, because as you guys know, currency in these games are harder early on, not so much later on. But if you want to put it down, this would definitely be a good choice early on, because it will definitely help you with your currency. I don't think it's an absolute necessity like your clock tower and your stamina tower. But again, if you can put it down, it wouldn't be a bad thing, and it will give you extra gold as you go. Now, there's a ton of decorations here. The next 2 I want to talk about, again, they cost gems. We have the Ferris wheel. And just remember, the ones that cost gems, they're not going to cost you resources. And again, it's so easy to come across these gems. So the Ferris wheel, and there is one more. I think it's this one here. Yes, it's the Gumball arcade machine. These ones give you soul stones. So again, these would be really good for you to put down as well, especially if you're a free-to-play player, because yes, you're investing 4,000 gems into each one, but you're getting a soul stone. I'm not sure on the time or how the time works, so I haven't put one down yet, but you will be getting back soul stones, and over time, that will definitely help you out, especially if you're a free-to-play player. So I would definitely recommend not doing 110 pull, coming here, buying the Ferris wheel or the Gumball machine, putting it down, and letting that collect some soul stones for you, especially if you plan on playing this game for a long period of time, because it will definitely pay you back in 10 folds. The only downside I really see to these is that it's random between common, rare, and epic. So you don't know if you're going to get epics, rares, or commons. So that is a little bit of an issue. So again, they're not that important, but if you plan on playing this game for a long time, it definitely wouldn't be a bad choice. Now, we have crit rate, attack, HP, damage resistance. All of these are in here as well. I believe most of them cost gold. Like we have the crit chance here. And again, these are going to cost the same resources that it costs to do all your other buildings. So again, you're kind of going to put them down at your own leisure. And the last two I want to go over here is for your balloon time and your railroad time. And again, I think these are the most important, and they stand out with the clock tower and the stamina jelly tower, because they're going to benefit you right away, and they're going to push your progression faster than if you didn't have them down. So the first one here is the Croissants, and what this does is it reduces your balloon time. So when you put your balloon out and you're getting runes and XP for your cookies, this will actually reduce the time on that. And again, it costs a ridiculous amount of these pillars. So the gold is the easy part, but getting all of these resources is the hard part. And if you guys play this game for a long period of time, you already know that you have to do a ton of Tree of Wishes, and you have to send out a ton of trains to be able to get 20 of these pillars. So again, I do recommend trying to get this down as quick as you can, because it will benefit you in the long run. And the last one here is the railroad time reduction. I think that's in Blade Magic. And again, this reduces your railroad time. So now the way to kind of look at this is only 10. In my eyes, this is something you should put down right away. 10 of these should be easy for you to get. Sit in the Tree of Wishes. Within like 2 or 3 days, you should be able to put this building down. And what this is going to do for you is give you a ton of these back, because the faster your train is going back and forth, the more of these resources you're going to collect, and then you'll be able to use those resources towards your other decorations, and this will reduce the overall time that your train takes to come back. So just like the Tree of Wishes, you'll actually get more of these resources back in return. So basically, to sum this up and answer the question, which decoration should I focus on first, I am going to stick to these three. And the first one's going to be the clock tower. The second one's going to be the railroad. And the third one's going to be the stamina. I think you guys should get those down within the first week or two of playing this game. And I feel like it will really help you out. And having those down will allow you to get into all the other decorations that you are going to want to put down when you get into late PvP content. Because there's so many decorations in this game that give you so many benefits. Like this one here, we got damage resistance. We got increased attack. I mean, it just goes on and on. There's basically a tower for everything. Just like in any other gacha game that you play, when you have arena towers, you upgrade them and it gives you extra stats. Basically, that's how these decorations work. So in my opinion, stick to the clock tower, the railroad, the stamina tower, and then the blimp, I would say, after that. Once you get those done, you can start getting into this and focusing on the other ones. Now, if you're interested in the soul stones, that is solely up to you. If you want to spend the 4,000 gems, definitely put it down. Over time, it will definitely pay you out. Short term, it's not going to pay you out, but long term, it definitely will. So with that in mind, we have an exclusive cookie giveaway going on. I will link that video for you right here. We're so close to 2.5k subs. Once we reach it, we will start another sub celebration giveaway. Thank you guys so much for the awesome support. I really, really do appreciate it. If you want to follow me on Twitch and Discord, that is linked down below. We do 2 monthly giveaways on Discord, random giveaways on Twitch. As always, I love each and every single one of you. I will see you in the next one. Spaceballs out. Peace.